loudness test. Ah! Hello everyone. Today's lesson is about color theory, so it's going to be sciencey and complicated with sciencey and complicated words. But before we begin, I want to show you this little greeting card that I have, and you can get it at my Etsy shop, and I'll have it up there by the time you're watching this, and there'll be a link in the description for you to go get that if you would like a little pack of those. But now we will start the lesson, so let's go! First, I'll explain to you the different color schemes. Colors can be divided into two groups: warm colors over here and cool colors. Over here. These yellow, green, and red, purple, I believe, are neutral colors, along with black and white. You can use them with both a warm color scheme and a cool color scheme, and it'll still be a cool color scheme or a warm color scheme. Here's an example of a warm color scheme and a cool color scheme of the same picture. You can see that these are using mostly these warm colors over here, and over here with all the blues and the greens. And this also has green, which can be used in warm color schemes as well. You can see how it has a different effect whenever it's a warm versus a cool color scheme. This makes it look more wintry, and this makes it look a little bit more like fall, or a little bit just a warmer environment in the picture when it has warmer colors. A complementary color scheme are two colors that are directly opposite from each other on the color wheel, like yellow and purple, red, purple, and yellow, green, green and red, just any colors that are directly across from each other in a color scheme, color wheel, bleh, complement each other and are a complementary color scheme if you use them together. A monochromatic color scheme is where you use only one color plus black and white to make your color scheme. That's all you use. Here is an example of a monochromatic color scheme. You can see all it is blue that's been mixed a little bit with white, so it has lighter shades of blue, and there's some dark colors, so there's black, so there's just blue, black, and white. An analogous color scheme is when two or more colors sit right next to each other on the color wheel. Here is an example of an analogous color scheme. You can tell I'm having a hard time pronouncing it because it is hard to pronounce. You can see that I used the color purple, purple, and blue, which are all next to each other on the color scheme. Either that or I used this, this, and this. Somewhere around there. I used some color schemes around here. That area. A triadic color scheme is where the colors rest in a triangular formation on the color wheel. They are equally spaced, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, from each other, and can be found with the use of an equilateral triangle. Deep, doop, 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 doop. See, I told you to be sciencey. Here is an example of a triadic color scheme. Now, it has yellow and red, and right here is a dark blue, but it looks black on the camera and when I printed it out, but on the computer it was dark blue. You can see yellow, red, and blue as a triadic color scheme. A naturalistic color scheme are when the colors are applied to look exactly as the subject appears in real life. So this is the only example of mine that I could find that was probably of a realistic or naturalistic color scheme. A neutral color scheme are when the colors are simply black and white, basically no colors at all. Now we're on to part 2, mixing colors. And to mix colors, theoretically all you need are the primary colors yellow, blue, and red, and white and black. If you're using acrylics, make sure you shake them up. Otherwise, they'll be all clumpy and gross. Oh wait, I was putting white down, but you don't need white or black yet. Scratch that part. Anyway, first we're going to be mixing secondary colors. First we're going to make secondary green. And you want to get a little bit of blue. Just get about this much. It's off your brush. You're going to have some paper towels or toilet paper. Toilet paper probably isn't as good, but I like it because it's so small and easy to get to. And you want to use more yellow. So now I'm breaking the rule. I'm grabbing from the yellow even though I still have green on here. I always break that rule because I don't know why. But here is secondary green. So let's put that over here. Secondary green. Now we're going to make secondary orange. You want to get a bunch of yellow. Put it on your plate like that. Get a little bit of, let me get rid of some of my yellow on my brush. Get a little bit of red. Yeah, I think I need a little bit more yellow. Red is an extremely potent color. Here we go. Now we have secondary orange. Let's put it on here. The next color is secondary violet, which is made using a large amount of red. So let's put a large amount of red here. It feels like a large amount of red. Can't really see. There we go. And smidgen of blue. We need a little bit more blue. And a little bit more blue. Okay, it said a tiny bit of blue, but I feel like it needs more blue than it says. Yes, I'm reading a book about how to mix colors because I don't remember what colors are considered what colors. What color is a tertiary color? Is a secondary? I don't know. To me, they're all just colors. So, here's secondary violet, and it's like all dry. So I'm gonna get a little bit of water from my water bowl and wet it up and make it less dry. Now we've made all the secondary colors. We're going to move on to the I can't say this word. Tertiary? Man, how do people read? That doesn't even seem right. Does that word look like it's supposed to be pronounced tertiary to you? It looks like tertiary. Tertiary. That looks like how it's supposed to be pronounced. But the internet says it's supposed to be pronounced tertiary. So we're moving on to the tertiary colors. Okay, the first color is blue violet, which is, it says, mixing a small amount of blue with with this violet that we made. So let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty color. So here is blue violet. The next color is yellow orange, which you create by mixing yellow, some more yellow with the orange you already created. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Okay, I think it's drying up, so I'm going to add a little bit of red to make it orange again. Keep that and some yellow. Okay. So here is our yellow orange. Okay, the next color is blue green, and we're going to add a little bit of blue. We won't add too much to the secondary green we created. If it's still here, if it's still alive. The problem with these paints is that they dry so fast. That looks like a blue green. But wait, that kind of almost looks exactly the same as that. Let's add a tiny bit of blue. Colors change a little bit once they dry too. It depends what paint you have about how it will change. Next color is red orange, and we need to add a small amount of red to orange. And since this is already yellow orange, we're gonna need to add probably a little bit more than we would have if it was just normal orange. Here we go. Here is red orange. Now we're gonna make yellow green by adding yellow, the abused yellow, to this green, which doesn't really seem to exist anymore. Oh my goodness. Let's just put some more yellow. Beep. Beep. So yellow green to you. That looks like the same as that, but I think I made that a bit yellow greenish. Here is yellow green. There. So next, the last color is red violet, which is created when a small amount of red is added to a large amount of violet. But we already had some blue violet here, and it's all dried up anyway, so we need to make blue violet again. Not blue violet, but violet again. There we go. I think it's finally red enough. Let me turn the paper so we can have this on the screen. And of course, it's all dry now. Thank you, Paint, for being so cooperative today. And it looks like almost the same as that one. I believe we made that one too red. Maybe we did. I don't know why I'm saying we when it's just me doing it. When I'm blaming you. It's half your fault. Why did you do that? It's half your fault. That's what it is now. Now we have all the tertiary colors. You know what it's called. Tertiary. And if you don't, you can look up, because I forget already how to pronounce it. Tertiary. So we're all done mixing colors now. Okay, sorry, I completely forgot to tell you how to make brown. First, you're gonna need all the primary colors, and that's what you need to make brown. You're going to need the least amount of blue, some red, get out of there red, and then the most amount you're going to need of is yellow. Let's start mixing. Let's get the blue and the red and the yellow. Just mix it all like this. This sounds like a good plan. There we go, that's a brown there. It looks like red on the camera. Yeah, I'll add a little bit more blue. So here is brown. Now if you want a red brown, you just add more red. Maybe not that much red. Maybe some more yellow. And it creates a red brown. And a blue brown just makes it green. So don't do blue brown, it's just green brown, I guess. If you want to do that, you can do it. But I don't think that's a color, at least not in the color book that I was reading. And here is a yellow brown. It's just a brown with more yellow in it. Oh my gosh, I swear it looks red on the camera, but this is seriously brown. This is brown right now. So that is how you make brown. It can take a long time, so just experiment around mixing those three colors, different amounts, and you'll eventually get it brown. Okay, now I have all the colors mixed. Also, you don't have to, with all the different color schemes, you don't have to follow those color schemes. You can do different color schemes, not just like a complementary color scheme, a tertiary color scheme, or one of those, because I tend not to follow those color scheme rules. And your picture can still look great. These are just basically color theories of this theory has basically proved that those colors look good together because of how light works and colors work and sciencey stuff. That is confusing, and yeah. Notice a lot of people are confused by a different tint or shade of a color versus a completely different color. So this is right here, I'm going to show you, is just pure blue. Now to make a different shade of blue, of this same blue, you would mix it with different amounts of black. So now this is a darker shade of the same blue. Now I usually say shade whenever I mix it with white too. I say it's a lighter shade, but the technical term is saying it's a tint. So if you mix the blue with the white, it's still the same blue, but a lighter shade or a tint of blue. Now, if you mix the blue with a small amount of, let's not get that color, say red, now this is no longer the same blue. It's a different color.